Good morning, everyone. This is Garrett and Tara, but today I'm coming to you from the clinic here at Performance, and I want to kind of double book things here. So I'm going to be here. Tara is going to join us next time we're here on live. So today we were going to speak to you guys about a little known secret to instantly get back on track, feel inspired, and excited, having fun in your life again. But before we tell you about that little secret, I just want to share a little bit again about Tara and I, and especially for me, when I was going through the times of my life before we had such significant changes in my life. Um, Things were feeling stuck. I wasn't really inspired. It was a little bit mundane. Life wasn't as what I had expected it to be. And I didn't really know why. So, um, I know that I wanted it to be more exciting. I know that I wanted good relationships with people. That I wanted to, really be doing well in my work. But I just couldn't find that feeling of inspiration. And it was realizing that that something had to change. And so in at that part of my life, I knew something had to change. And so what I had to do was I had to, once I started to learn more and more about all of this, I had to, make this, committed decision that things needed to change. I knew there was more to life. I knew there was more that I wanted to know and understand, um, but didn't know exactly what that was. So, um, the first thing I started to realize is I really needed to get clear, right, on what I wanted. So, and it wasn't not what I thought I could have. It wasn't even really, things that other people thought were important in my life. I realized it had to be important to me. And so, I had made this decision, to make these changes in my life. And so I decided to get involved more and more with how to make those changes. And I started to study, and I started to do some work, and realized that the biggest thing that I was missing in my life, the reason why things had gotten dry and mundane, and I was, my relationships weren't very good. My success was somewhat plateaued in my eyes, is because I really didn't have any direction. Right? I did not have any direction in my life. In other words, I had no idea where I was going. I knew I wanted to be successful, but I just had no idea um, necessarily how to do that. So, um, this was the most important thing in my life. I realized that, without this direction and without this idea of knowing which way I had to go, decisions were difficult to be made. I couldn't, you know, I couldn't find that inspiration in my life because there was nothing driving me. I just kind of went day to day and moment to moment. In other words, what I really lacked was not only an understanding of goal setting, but I did not have a goal in my life, right? But I figured that out. And when I figured it out, I realized that there was, a little secret about goal setting that most people don't know about, right? And this secret was the thing that propelled my goal setting, and brought this inspiration back into my life, um, because it ultimately worked from the inside out. Okay, and so I'm going to share that with you. But before I share the secret, we're going to walk through a few steps that you can use in order to get that inspiration back in your life. And this isn't just about goal setting, right? It's more about knowing the ins and outs of goal setting. What is a goal? Um, you know, what's the purpose of a goal? Okay, so the reality is a goal is what gives you direction in life, but it's ultimately there to make you grow, right? So that's the first thing to remember. The number one reason for a goal is to make you grow into a person, right? Um, that is able to receive that goal that you've set for yourself. So how do you do this? How do you set a good goal? How do you get direction back in your life? Because the direction is what's gonna lead to the inspiration, the persistence, the determination, the excitement of unraveling the necessary steps to achieve and realize your goal. Right? So the first thing you do is you have to set the right type of goal. Now there's really three types of goals. There's an A, B, and C goal that we share with people. You know, the A-type goal is the goal where you already know how to achieve these things. You've done it before in life. The second goal, the B-type goal, we'll go into deeper detail of this in our coaching, but a B-type goal is more sideways. You know, it's a little bit more than the A-type goal, but what it does is as long as everything falls into place, you have a plan, and if it falls into place, you're going to reach that goal. The goal that will really keep inspiration in your life is this C-type goal. The C-type goal is this goal of you know, what you truly want in life. It's not what you think you can have. It's not what others think you can have. It's what you really, really want. Okay? And so to set these C-type goals, the first thing you have to do is identify what you truly want. So step one is identifying what you truly want. Well, how do you do that? Right? A lot of people tell us it's because I just don't know what I want. Right? And we do believe that you do know what you want, but you're rejecting the idea before it gets inside your conscious mind. So you really have to slow down, and so you have to get still and silent. You have to take some time. You have to get rid of all the circumstances, and you have to get rid of all the conditions that are limiting your thoughts, right? And you have to let go of those. So at this moment, this first step one is to really get still in life. Right? Get into a quiet room, you know, sit down, relax, close your eyes, right? And start to think about what truly gets you inspired, what really gets you excited in life, right? And that's take all the circumstances out, take all of the conditions out in your life, money, relationships, even get rid of your wife, your husband, your kids, get rid of them out of your mind in the moment and really get true about what it is truly that you want, because this is what's going to drive you to continue to achieve those things. So take out a piece of paper, write out a list of all the wants you want, and you can make two lists, one a personal and one a professional, and they'll kind of blend. But don't think about and don't limit to one or anything. Just do a laundry list. Just keep writing and writing and writing. Okay? Think big. Dream, right? We're really, really conditioned not to use our imagination or not to dream, but truly dream. Give yourself the permission to do this. Okay? Let your imagination wander. And there might be some massive things, like massive amounts of money, you know, boats, cars, houses, but there might also be these things like feelings of love, deep, intense emotional relationships, connections to kids and partners. Those are also big goals and big dreams that you can add to these lists. So that's the first step. The first step is to identify what you truly want in your life. Okay, once you've got that big list and you've brain dumped everything into that, the second step is to pick one thing, and usually pick it from each. You can have a professional and a personal goal, but pick one from each. Okay, this is the one that that really gets you excited, that if you were to continue writing a list day in and day out over and over again, it would kind of start to repeat itself on a regular basis. That's the one that you're getting excited about. You're getting emotionally involved in it, right? The important thing to remember here is that with these big C-type goals and wants, you may not know how you're going to get it. Forget about that right now. You don't need to think about how that's going to happen. Right now, it's just a matter about figuring out what it is that you truly want. So step 2 is, once you've picked that personal and professional want, I want you to take like a little index card, like those almost like those recipe cards, or even just cut out a small piece of paper, right? And I want you to write out on there, okay, your goal that you selected. And it's a really good idea to do something like, I am so happy and grateful now that I'm earning, $20,000 a month over the year. Or I'm so happy and grateful now that I am living in a loving, caring relationship with my partner with respect, honesty, kindness, loveness, and empathy. Whatever that is to you, write it on a piece of paper. Ultimately, that piece of paper, that little index card, can go into your pocket. You can walk around with it. I would rewrite it every single day, right? Every single day, rewrite that goal in a journal, something like that. Set up a journal and just keep rewriting that goal over and over again. That repetition is you starting to implement the belief that that goal is possible, okay? Every day, take that goal card and read it and think about it every single day. Okay, so step 2, you're picking one of those, writing them on the index card, and keeping that with you, or putting it throughout your house, even in sticky notes. One of our clients is sharing with us that she's a sticky note person. She has sticky notes all over her house. And these sticky notes are the small reminders of what she wants her life and her dream life to be like. Highly effective in reprogramming your subconscious mind. Okay, so step 1 was to dream, right, and create a list of wants. Step 2 was to pick one and write it on an index card, and then read it and go over and over it every day. The third step is the step that contains the little known secret that will instantly get you back on track, feeling inspired, exciting, and having fun in your life again. Okay? So what you're going to do in step 3 is you're going to live from that wish already fulfilled. That's the secret that most people don't know about when they're goal setting, reaching goals, looking towards goals, trying to achieve them. Okay? Is that a lot of people don't live from the wish already fulfilled. We often hear of this as fake it till you make it. I don't like the fake it till you make it as a negative connotation in my mind. So I like the act as if. Use the actor's technique. Okay? So with your goal in mind, every single moment you live as if that goal is already a reality. Okay, so every day you're rewriting. As you're writing it, you're thinking about it. You're living as if you're that person in the moment right now. Okay? Often. Okay? Day in and day out, moment to moment. If you fall from grace, as we like to call it, you fall from grace and you get angry or get frustrated, take a moment, stop, settle yourself, get back into the feeling of that wish already fulfilled. You'll start to think, you'll start to feel, you'll start to act as if you are that person you wish to become, to have the life you truly wish to have. Okay, so step 1 was identifying what it is you truly want. Step 2 was writing that down repeatedly every day, right? And then reading and rereading that every single day was step 3, acting as if that wish is already fulfilled. So as you read those, as you remember them and repeat them in your mind, always a good time is first thing in the morning and just before falling asleep when you're a little groggy. Your brain frequencies have slowed down and you're now a little bit closer to the operating system where those paradigms and those habits live, and you'll rewrite a little easier. Okay? So as you live from the wish fulfilled, what that does is that starts to elevate your frequency, right? And because the universe's language is feeling or frequency, as you elevate that, the universe will start to deliver the necessary components for that goal to be realized in your life. All right? This was the turning point in my life when it came to, feeling more inspired and working towards, greater things and a higher ideal of myself, including my spiritual practice now. This was a big part of it, was living as if. Living as if I had a very powerful and deep spiritual life. And as that's happened, it's brought so much calmness to my life. It's brought so much beauty. It brought my partner, it brought Tara into my life, right? It brought us, our families together. We have such an amazing time together as a group. We love every moment of our lives, and it's because of this little known secret, which is to live from that wish already fulfilled. Okay? So quick little review. Step 1, figure out what you want, right? Get rid of circumstances, get rid of all those conditions. Not when you have the time, not when you have the money, not when the kids are older, not anything. Whatever, just let go, brain dump those wants. Step 2, choose the one and write it down on a card. I'm so happy and grateful now that I live in a loving relationship with my partner, my kids, my family. I'm so happy and grateful that I travel on a monthly basis. I'm so happy and grateful I work 4 hours a day, earning $1 million a year. Whatever that goal is that really gets you inspired, write it down. Step 3, every moment of your day, act as if that wish is already fulfilled. In other words, act as if you've already become that person, that goal, and you will attract everything necessary for that goal to be assumed. All right? I just wanted to say thanks for joining me here. And Tara and I will be together again to do another live in the near future here. We're getting so excited for next Monday, July 26th to 30th is our Manifest Your Dream Life workshop. Don't forget, sign up in advance for that workshop so that you get the workbook, because the homework, the writing down, is what's going to take you to the next level of your ability to manifest your true dream life. You can talk all you want, right? You can talk all you want about this stuff. You could probably even articulate this stuff really well, but until you put it into action, nothing's going to change, right? I love it how it said, we're in the time of this world when it's not enough just to know, right? It's not enough just to know how. It's about applying that and acting. Okay? So take action towards your dream life. Sign up for the workshop. Join us next week and join us next time we go live. Okay? Love you guys all. Thanks for joining me, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.